welcome to the YourTown television program. My name is Joy Anderson. I'm the Member Relations Manager with the Monterey Peninsula Chamber of Commerce and your host today. My guest is Susie Brusa, who is CEO of Rancho Cielo Youth. Is that the correct title?
Rancho Cielo Youth Campus.
Youth Campus. I love Rancho Cielo.
Thank you.
You guys do such a wonderful job. So let's share what you do with the rest of our audience today. So a little bit of the history, how this started.
So Judge John Phillips, who's now our county supervisor from District 2, founded Rancho Cielo. He was sitting on the bench and was putting young people behind bars and feeling like, where is our future workforce going to be? And he came to understand that there's an uneven playing field, that many of the young people he was seeing in his courtroom didn't have the same opportunities that his own children had. Mm-hmm. So he envisioned this wonderful place where there are wraparound services and it's out in the country and it's away from the hustle and the bustle of the city. And these young people can be kids again and feel safe. And so he formed a nonprofit and convinced the county to lease this ranch property to the nonprofit that had previously been the Natividad Boys Ranch.
Okay.
And then he raised money and had a group of community volunteers come together and help refurbish some of the buildings to get started. So the first students were on campus in 2004 and the first graduates in 2005. And I believe there were 7 that first year. And this last year we had 50. So we've grown quite a bit.
You've grown quite a bit and you've expanded the programs that you have.
Yes.
So I know you have the culinary arts program, and then you added in some other things too, correct?
Yes. So the oldest program is the Silver Star Youth Program, which is a collaboration between the Monterey County Probation Department and Monterey County Office of Education and Monterey County Behavioral Health and Turning Point and many, many other partners. But those are the primary identified operators of the program. And those young people are in high school, and probation picks them up and drives them to school and takes them home and supervises them during the day. But it's a relationship building exercise with probation as opposed to an acrimonious relationship with probation. The idea is that we are loving and nurturing these young people and offering them an opportunity with a set of really good choices for them to make, pro-social choices for them to make, which maybe they haven't had opportunity for before.
Correct.
Then we started the Youth Corps Jobs program. So those young men, mostly young men, sometimes young women, are our employees. And so that's a job readiness program. Many of them are felons. It's hard for them to get employment. And after working for us for 6 months and learning the work ethic and how to retain a job once you get a job, and then with a recommendation from us, our group of employers who are willing to give our young people an opportunity then employ them. They all get jobs. Then we started the Culinary Academy, so that was the third program, and that was started in 2010. So our first graduates from that program were in 2011. So all of these programs are relatively new.
Yeah, they are.
The culinary is the best known because it's the way that the public can interact with us easily, and so it's become the face of Rancho Cielo. The Construction Academy was after that, and so we actually built transitional housing on campus in a 3-year program in conjunction with Hartnell College. And once that project was completed, we're now doing solar installation training. Again, all of these involve high school diplomas as well, all the way up to age 25 for young people who have aged out of the traditional system. So the diploma and the job training and the job readiness and behavioral health counseling and racial healing through a racial equity lens, and also enrichment opportunities. Our young people that live in Salinas, they've never seen the ocean. I mean, I hate to generalize, but for sake of time,
it's true.
They haven't had the same opportunities that so many of our young people have had, and they deserve that. The reason we do this work is because every young person deserves the same opportunities to run around and go to the Ventana Wilderness and paint and dance. And the 5th program is a housing program. So 10% of our young people also now live on campus, and they live in the housing that the Construction Academy built.
So it's pretty self-contained. I mean, you know, you do all those great things. So how many kids are in the program
at any one time.
at any one time?
So it is kind of a rolling enrollment.
Okay.
So at any one time, though, we have about 130 young people on campus every day throughout those 5 programs. And some of them are there because they need to finish their diploma and they weren't able to do that. Maybe they're there for 6 months.
Okay.
And some of them might have never gone to school and now they're 22.
Okay.
And they just never went. And so they might be with us for 2 years.
I see. Okay. So that gives everybody that opportunity to get a
Absolutely.
diploma.
Absolutely.
High school diploma.
And the reason we do that, the reason we're so committed to the diploma is because employers, like chamber members, tell us that the diploma shows more perseverance. And so it gives that young person a leg up for entry-level employment that will eventually lead to some kind of self-sufficiency.
So true. It's that piece of paper that's kind of your passport.
It's really important.
Yeah,
it's just really hard to do anything without a diploma. Not that you can't, but we're trying to increase chances.
So are these students coming in by recommendation from an agency or probation or one of your other, collaborators?
All of the above.
Okay.
So probation is our #1 referral source, which is a terrific way of partnering.
Sure.
But we also advertise. Not every young person on campus has made a poor choice that has ended up with connection with the juvenile justice system. But all of them are from an underprivileged or underserved kind of area that they haven't had the same opportunities that everybody else
So they
has
can
had.
apply.
So they can apply.
So what percentage of your school or your
Students,
students,
participants,
yeah, exactly.
participants,
Yeah,
young
participants,
people.
Yeah. Are those that have applied and didn't come through the judicial system?
Probably 40%.
Really?
And
the word's probably getting out. Is that?
Yes, but we do advertise. I mean,
Okay.
we do recruit. Probably our second largest source of referrals is word of mouth from young people who've been through the program.
Okay.
So that's tremendous. I have, there's one young family that I think we've served 6 of the siblings.
Really?
Yeah, and then a couple of the cousins. So, and it doesn't work for everybody. I mean, Joy,
No.
I think it's important to note that we're making an offering, and the young person has to be willing to put in the hard work to get the achievements and reap the benefits of the offering. We can't do it for them. We're not doing it to them. We're not telling them how to do it. We are offering. And we recognize that there's an uneven playing field, and we're trying to make some amends for that. And
So I'm going to say that you probably have a great success rate.
we do. So a year after graduation, we have followed up on the graduates, and at least 85% of them are still working or still enrolled in college. A lot of them go on to, particularly Hartnell, some of them to MPC, because MPC has the hospitality program.
Right.
So the Culinary Academy kids tend to go to MPC, and we have an articulation agreement with MPC where they start with credits. We're trying to brightly light that path to post-secondary education. Likewise, in Hartnell, the Construction Academy young people are co-enrolled. As well, the Silver Star students also have an opportunity for co-enrollment at Hartnell. And then, after you get your diploma, you can go on. You're already enrolled. You're just attending down the street. So we try to really brightly light that path. So a year later, 85% of them are still engaged in that activity. The other success rate that's commonly cited is recidivism reduction. And that's relevant to those young people who are on probation, who have been in the system, if you will. And what that measures is whether or not they have stayed out of trouble, in effect.
Okay.
And the success rate, as measured by Rancho, Cielo, and the independent evaluation that's part of the Silver Star grant, shows that our recidivism reduction rate is twice better than those who come out of incarceration without having the benefit of our program.
Sure. Absolutely. That's great. So you have a capital campaign going?
So we have just broken ground on yet another program. So as you know, our largest engine that moves the economy around here is agriculture. $9 billion a year, I think, last year in Monterey County. And so we want to train our young people for highly skilled jobs in agriculture. And we are building a new structure named after Ted Taylor, who was an icon and visionary in agriculture. And it will be known as the Ted Taylor Ag Vocational Center. And what we have learned from our partners in agriculture is that there are lots of kids coming out of Cal Poly from our area who then want to be managers. And there are lots of people who can do the lower skilled jobs, back-breaking work, but lower skilled jobs. What we're missing is that skilled level of worker, because we really don't do ROP or occupational training very much anymore. We've gotten away from that probably for budgetary reasons.
Exactly.
And so we're trying to fill that gap. And these jobs are living wage jobs. Tractor repair, refrigeration repair, food safety, repairing the salad factory line.
Sure.
So these are solid career kinds of jobs, and we're hoping to fill that gap for the ag industry and for our community.
Oh, that's wonderful. So now we've got all these.
So we just completed a $10 million capital campaign, and we are building.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's exciting stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, exciting. And then you have an event coming up that is just a fabulous event. I mean, this annual event is just like, are you going to the Culinary Roundup? And if you're not there, something's wrong with you. But,
Thanks, Joy.
Tell us about it.
Thank you. This will be our 9th year, and it's chaired by Bert Catino and John Narigi from the Monterey Plaza Hotel and Spa. And it is Sunday, February 25th at 5 o'clock at the Monterey Plaza Hotel and Spa. And it's a very, very fun event. Come in your Western duds. Bert, he arranges for some of the best chefs in the county. I think at last count, he said there were 20 chef stations. And then some of our best wineries show up to pour. I think we have 15 or 17 wineries. And so you wander around for an hour and a half or 2 hours, and then you come in and get to hear the children speak. And getting acquainted with our young people is the reward of the evening.
Oh, just to listen to their stories.
So what's remarkable, to me, the story about these young people that needs to be told is the incredible depth and strength of character and integrity that they have to show every day to get to school and to get to the finish line. And they have to draw on a well of character and integrity that most of us don't have to draw during our lifetime, because we haven't had the same challenges that some of them have had. And so they're remarkable young people. They're remarkable young people. And my hope is always that through this kind of interaction with the young people, either coming to the Culinary Academy for dinner, or coming to Rancho for a tour, or coming to the Culinary Roundup on February 25th, that you can develop your own relationship with some of these young people and see them for the beautiful humans that they are. And, not cross the street next time you see a young man walk towards you who might have a tattoo on his face, because for all you know, he's a father and working and going to school and trying to do the right thing. And for him to get to that point might have been a longer journey than it was for some of the rest of us. So that's the story that I hope that through time that we're able to really convey.
And a lot of these kids have really turned their lives around. I mean, they were given that opportunity, they've embraced it, they've dedicated their lives to doing better and making themselves better in all different ways. And I just respect for everything that you guys do out there at Rancho Cielo. It's fabulous, and thank you so much for that.
Well, it's absolutely my honor to get to do it. Thank you.
Well, speaking of honors, I have to give you a pitch, because you were just awarded, well, I guess the award is coming soon in February, but Businesswoman of the Year by the Salinas Valley Chamber.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Our partners over there in Salinas, so congratulations. It's very well deserved.
Thank you.
You've been at the helm of this, and you've made it happen.
Thank you very much.
You've made it happen. So.
I do feel honored. And I think it's important for businesses and for chamber members to recognize that nonprofits are businesses too. And we're all governed by the same rules
Same
and
rules,
personnel
and
regulations.
Have all the
and-
similar challenges and success stories to share as well, too. You know, so we're always looking for support in that respect. But so briefly, we have just a couple of more minutes. But you know, have you lived here all your life?
No, I'm from Los Angeles. You can't tell. Oh, I've got everybody fooled now. No, I'm from Los Angeles.
You were local. Okay.
No, I moved here because I married into a Swiss Italian family from Gonzales.
Okay.
And when we had children, we wanted to be close to Grandma and Grandpa.
Okay.
So, but I have now been here for 20 years.
Okay.
To be fair.
Okay. Well, with family here, I mean, I guess, yeah, we call you local.
The Brusas are big, both in number and stature.
Well, that's fabulous because I know you've made such an impact, and you're just so natural at it that I just thought, okay, she's a local person from here. But
this is an extraordinary community.
It is, isn't it?
So generous, so warm, so giving, so loving.
It's a special place to live and work, isn't it?
It's a special place to live and work.
Well, we thank you for everything
Thank
that you do here. Continue on. We'll see folks at the Culinary Roundup.
Oh, I hope so. Please
yes,
come.
Please come, because you're not going to ever experience things like this. I mean, you know, the food, the beverages, the kids, just everything that you do, and supporting such a great cause. So, any last?
Just one more plug for the
Okay.
Roundup, I guess. I think it's important for viewers to know that because the Plaza has adopted the Culinary Academy as their charity of choice, they actually donate the space to us, and the management team donates their time. And so what that means in practical terms is that even the price of your ticket goes to the program as opposed to covering the cost of the event. And so it really does help us for you to attend and sponsor and raise your paddle. And we thank the Plaza for their generosity.
Absolutely, because nonprofits can't do that without the support of the sponsors and the folks that work hard and volunteer, because that's how we survive.
Yeah, the Monterey County Hospitality Association has really been terrific. And of course, we're helping to train their future workforce. So
And we need that. We need that coming from that business.
Great partners.
I know exactly what you mean. So
great partners.
again, thank you so
you.
much. Try to go out there, and I know that you do have dinners out there as
Friday
well.
nights.
Friday nights. So,
Friday nights.
Website.
Website is ranchocieloyc.org, and you can call 831-444-3521 to make a dinner reservation for a Friday night.
And these dinners are spectacular.
They
I mean,
are.
you wouldn't think that young people were, putting this together.
It's top notch.
Pretty top notch.
It's top notch. Thank
well,
you.
thanks, Susie.
Thank you. I
Appreciate it.
appreciate it. Thank you.